Steph, I would love you to if you can participate. And finally, the woman, she's organizing this festival of dance tech, but she wants finally the workshop to be online.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, she was
Everything is
saying
gonna be online. Everything.
the workshop is going to be entirely online, but I'm
Okay.
so excited about this project that first I really need to apply for funding for it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not going to be a lot of money there. And I really want to do it. It's like a start. I want to do this like as almost a practice for a year. That's my
Mm-hmm.
idea. And and, uh, and Steph, I'd love to share. I mean, for everybody to share. Everybody could be part of it because the idea is like to invite dancers, but also to invite people that are interested by the topic that are not dancers. And but anyway, I will do it. I will dig into it when I'm done with the Italian thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing that I wanted to have your feedback on, is about. So I was, uh, pulling this thread from my previous work about the subject-object relationship that was leading to what is a world where we are all subject, which is the same that the idea of decentralized desires, and about engaging the subjectivities and okay, I don't give you all the details, but so in this I was pulling this thread to the fact that I wanted to use the NFTs to engage dialogue, because in this project there's a lot of references. It have been going through all different stage, and this is why. And in the past, I was always fascinated, and I made some experience in performances about if we can get meanings from the plasticity of letters, of words. Like, can we feel something about the shape of a word instead, or a letter, instead of only the meaning. And then when I saw the input output from within the vacuum, I was like really so shocked because it was so beautiful, but it really echoing. I mean, it really touched me very, very much. And so what we did, uh, so I gave these words to uh, within the vacuum, and he set up some input output, uh, which
Mm-hmm. It
and
was
then
beautiful. Yeah.
yes, very beautiful. So I'm going to present it to like read the words in front of it, something like that. What I want to
Mm-hmm.
say is
So
that in
you're
the
gonna
idea,
read the outline, right? Those phrases in French.
yes, I think I'm
Okay.
going to do that. But no, but I'm doing a presentation that is really long that I'm going to
Mhm.
share with you after I will be done tomorrow in the train.
Okay.
But about this idea, okay. But I can share you the dossier, the previous one, Letty, if you want. Already I have one in English from the past, and now I'm going to rewrite it. I'm going to add all these things. But so the idea about engaging
Mhm.
dialogue with NFT, and
Yeah.
actually it works so well with this idea
Mhm.
of, because my question was always, okay, what is a world where we would all be subjects? And this
Mhm.
is why, it's like this idea about the light. When you project light, you are the subject, and
Yeah.
the object encounter light. I mean, it's really fun, and it really works. And so actually, it's so cool because I'm going to propose to the audience to to give me some sentences and words about what they've seen, and
Mhm.
we can use these sentences uh, to continue with this kind of mandalas, like or whatever.
Yeah.
Uh, um, and then there would be like co-creators. And what I want to say, so then there would be, so ideally, they would uh, give me the words and their wallet, which they probably won't have, you know,
Mhm.
and then we can connect their wallet to the the next mandala, for example, and they would be like the creators, the co-creators from Milano, and at a point of time. they would be
Mm-hmm.
part of that, and then the project continue to live. But for me, it's exactly dynamic energy budget. It's the idea that the value is that the project is living and continuing to live and researching
Mm-hmm.
as as much as you have interaction and connection with people. So it's
Mm-hmm.
not an object that is happening, which is an installation at one day. No, it's encountering people. And what is important is this trace and this, kind of flow of the different encounters, and more, and one day probably less, and then it's dying, you know
Mm-hmm.
and then it's not an object, and it works actually.
Hmm.
Voilà. And I wanted to get your feedback about that. I mean, technically it's not going to work for tomorrow or Friday, but
Yeah, that was my first question. That it was possible technically for people just to connect the wallet and make these mandalas. Maybe
no,
it's not possible
no.
for tomorrow, but it's like our idea of how we experience ourselves, like building these kind of artistic things, how you encounter, as you say, like people, and you create art in that moment, but then it's living, right? In this case, it's like living in the blockchain, or it's like generating new NFTs, new mandalas, and that's like art in itself. So what I love is like connecting this and saying, okay, we can do this like in places which are happening in real life, as in your case, right? You're doing this installation, you give your talk, you present these ideas, and then people which are the subjects of the experience too, they can go co-create, right? So they are like using these movements and using the art and saying, okay, I can just connect, yeah, my decentralized identity, and then I will see this generating this new art, these new concepts. And what I love about this, if we can just create this mechanism of fractalizing the ownership and the art and saying, okay, you can visualize this. It's like a kind of an exploration itself. You can visualize what is creating and what is this. I see as an exploration, right? It's an artistic thing. So I love the idea of what you say is like you meet people in a place, and precisely you meet these people because you have this interest in common. So it's not like you can meet out of nowhere and you meet these people. No, there is like some purpose there as well. Like you meet these people because you like the thing that these artist is bringing in the space. So that's the connection with the artist and with the people, and then you co-create these things. So I love this and I see this like as becoming a subject in itself. So you don't feel objectivized because you are participating in this. So you are not the object anymore. You co-create, so you are again the subject.
Exactly.
Hmm.
So then it's like a concrete experience. So I think that what I can do this week is ask them their email address
Mm-hmm.
and the words. It's going to be
Yes.
probably, I don't know if it's going to be so many people. I don't think so.
Mm-hmm. Well, no
But
matter, and that doesn't matter really. Like,
no, it doesn't matter at
mm-hmm.
all. And then they have so then I'm going to change a bit the installation. Actually, I'm not going to I mean, I think they're not going to understand it, Milano, but it's okay. The people from the institute, but I'm going to make it like really, I mean, we'll see. But I want to have like fruits that are a bit aggressive light when
Mm-hmm.
you are coming. I mean, I have some ideas, we'll see. But
Mm-hmm.
not something nice and sweet. But what so then it's really like uh, so if I'm asking them the words or the sentences plus the email, and then
Mm-hmm.
in the minimum, maybe we can send them an NFT. I'm not clear yet about how to
Yes.
help people create wallet, but it's okay. We'll see later. Uh, but at least email and that, and we can send them a mandala. It's already something.
Mm-hmm.
And and uh, and and then it's, yes, it's exactly this. It's like a
Yes, it's
way
like
of,
the prototype because maybe it's not ready or the whole idea is gonna emerge from that, but at least you have like the experience from them in their own words, like the feelings or ideas, insights, and you have the email, so you can contact them, and after that we have like you can send them instructions after, like, okay, you can connect, and this is gonna be your gift, like you can be here and you're co-creating this, and that can come after. Doesn't matter, we don't have it now, and you can collect the data, right? Because that's information too for you. So yeah,
and it
and
really makes sense. I think
I like the reflecting on the experience because that's like the call to action for them.
Yes, and then it's also these things about engaging dialogue. So we'll see. I think we can try with that, and then in the future, it will be how to connect more and how we can like engage like a real dialogue. But it's maybe for later on.
Yeah, it's like the
Okay.
lab itself, what is happening with the things you do and the things we are researching. So it's that in itself, we are doing that. But what I was like a little bit scared, like, okay, how do we connect all this? Or we, as you were saying, like we need to take care of the metabolism, like holding all these things. But as long as we have this idea that everything is interconnected, I see this evolving, right? With the things you do, the data and what is emerging, like the mandalas and all these
Yeah,
artistic expressions.
but you know what? And it works well because I also wrote a text a long time ago to them about dynamic energy budget and the economy of creation, which
Yeah.
is like, can we can the production of subjectivities, which is creating art,
Mhm.
can we use the methodology of mass production for the production of subjectivities? And then I explain about dynamic energy budget, which is different. and
Yes.
and it's really true, and it's really true. It's not about the product, and I'm going there. It was really I mean, it's complicated. And if I say to my friend in Paris, so cool, I'm going to the Institut Français Milano, but it's so little money, so much work. And
Mhm.
I'm very happy now that I'm talking about what does that mean, in an
Yes.
indirect way. I'm talking about, I don't want anymore to, I'm talking about uh, the question of being paid.
Mhm. Which is
And
also practical question and it's so connected with the value we want to bring in the world and how we value that. So yeah, it's like it's
yeah,
great timing with those
it's so
questions as well.
crazy, it's so crazy all the time. Like, yeah, I was talking with a guy organizing an event in Paris and on Web3, and he said, "Oh, you can have your installation there." And I was like, "Okay, you're going to pay me this way?" And he was like, "No." So he for him it was normal to have the installation and all this without even thinking of paying, to a professional event. And But anyway, so Steph, do you have any feedback?
At the moment, not so much. Yeah, I kind of have a vague idea of what you're planning to do, but can I read it about somewhere? Because I'm also following a course and I just had a test, so I'm a bit off.
Okay, I hope it went well, your test. Okay, okay. So where can I share the document, on the chat, or I don't have to share the document? I'm going to put them on Mirror, but it's not done yet. Good,
Maybe you can link that. It wasn't the imaginary thread. We were talking about this. Maybe you can create a thread in there, like specifically for this.
document or for
Yeah, for the document and this conversation going on, like a thread inside Omega. You just right click on the three dots and you do create a new thread
no,
and
but
with the others.
for which conversation? But no, it's just that I wanted to share. Okay, I share
In
your.
Imaginarium, in the thread in Imaginarium, that I think that can work, right? In the creative flow.
Yes, okay, just the text. Okay, so I share you my all the document in English.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean,
Yeah, or maybe put it in the agenda also if it's not there yet. Or
okay, I put it in the agenda. Yes, and by the way, I need to postpone the meeting with the Dhruv about Polygon for Deb because next week he will be in the plane.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well,
And the
when
week after is going to be in Ethereum Lisbon. So I'm going to write it. Okay, okay. So merci so much. Merci, merci.
merci beaucoup. On se voit à la prochaine.
À bientôt. Oui.
Yeah.
So
Enjoy
mm,
Milano. Enjoy Milano. Bring coffee.
merci.
See you.
Letty, I had a little technical question. Like this tech recorder, like where can I listen to the things that it records?
That's a good question. I think they are uploading this on YouTube, but I'm not sure anymore.
Yeah, I
Before
checked,
that, it
but
was like people were physically recording this, but I don't know if like actually right now it's a bot and it's not like we're recording this. So before it was like uploaded in YouTube, like in the Talking Your Commons, and we have like an Omega group, and all the recordings were uploaded there. But I think that is happening, but I'm not sure. I think that's
No, I see there's a recordings thread.
yeah,
End
there's
of
a tape recorder. So this is like this call is being recorded, not from the very beginning we were talking. So when Steph joined, the tape recorded played. But when I asked this like some months ago, it was a person recording this, and he was joining in the call as well, and he had another computer recording the call. So it was a person. But right now I don't know if it's like specifically a bot, and this is gonna be uploaded automatically, right? So the tape recorder is going on for that
Okay,
reason.
good to know. I'll check it out.
But in
Thank you.
YouTube, there are like lots of calls uploaded there.
Yeah, I checked once, but I couldn't find the Omega ones.
I know, so maybe we might ask if this is not happening anymore, because maybe it's not being uploaded, and it should. It should. We have to do that. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's in the metaverse anyway.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Okay. Yeah. You can ask also if you want.
okay.
Ok. So on se voit à la prochaine.
Okay, see you next week.
Salut. Salut. Ciao, ciao. Bye.
Ciao.